Initiate fly to sea.
Alright, you guys, have you heard of the flying horse Pegasus? Pegasus appears in the story of Bellerophon, the son of King Glaucus, a warrior known for his breeding of fierce horses. This Bellerophon, he tamed Pegasus, was able to ride Pegasus, and this gave him an exaggerated sense of pride. He tried to ride Pegasus and fly out of Earth, fly into Olympus, fly into the domain of the gods. Zeus didn't like that very much, and he made Pegasus buck, which knocked Bellerophon off. And the story goes, Pegasus continued riding and flying up towards Zeus. Zeus led him into Mount Olympus, and he carries bolts of lightning now for Zeus. Zeus thought he was such a beautiful, awesome horse. But what do you guys think of this? The reason I'm bringing up Pegasus is because I think I found a flying horse. There's a long snout. There's his nose. There's his horn. This could be a unicorn. Not sure what kind of flying horse this is, but this could be his cape, or his wings rather. This could be his wings. Long arm. Check out this foot. It looks like it's split, like it's a hoof. Look at that. That's a split hoof. And that's his arm. And then right here is where it flexes. And right there is a crack because it flexes right there. So once this turned to whatever rock this is, it fractured right there. Because the ligaments in the arm is what is holding this articulating foot. So without the ligaments strengthened, then everything turned to dirt and stone here. And whatever else it turned to, there's nothing there to hold this any longer. And it fractured right there. Everything is biology. Everything is biology. It's absolutely crazy. So what do you guys think? What do you think this looks like? It looks like it was flying or galloping or hanging out in these hills and was turned to stone. Whatever happened to make him turn into this, it happened right here. Could also be part of a bigger beast with many heads. What do you think of this end? We could have a snout right here. I think we do have a snout right there. An eye here. A grill here. Sheesh. Our landscape is something else, you guys. I just wanted to show you that. I watched Roger on his Mud Fossil University, and he showed a dragon in northern Africa, and that was kind of inspired me to look around on the map. He also showed us this dragon down here in Louisiana, which is this guy right here. Here's his head. His body goes all the way up here to the north, all the way up the eastern coast, and his leg could be Florida. Here he is right here. Here's his eye, here's his snout, here's some stuff coming out of his snout, here's his mane. So that inspired me to look at the map, and have I showed you the fish? Let me show you guys this fish I found. And let's bring it in. You are looking at a fish. Let me take the roads off here. Take the places, borders, labels. There we go. There we go. Everything off of there. Look at that. Can you see it? You've got his eye right here. This is the fish's body. Right here. Here's a fin. Follow my mouse. Backside, fin, and here's the underbelly of him. Back up here. Here's his mouth. Right here. Here's the fish's mouth. Here's his eye right here. This, I would assume, is would be where the gills are, and you can see the biology that has happened here. Stuff, you know, that came oozing out of them, and you can see the ground here, the geography. This is in the mouth, and there'll be all sorts of transition metals that Roger's always talking about. And we have agriculture. Look at these farming plots here, these circles. Look at this. This is a huge operation. Look at this farming. And do you see where they place these plots? These farms? It's incredible. Look at where it's at. It's all in the fish. It's within the borders of the fish. Unbelievable, but believable at the same time, because it's extremely fertile. It's a decomposed fish. So this ground is going to be turned into, was a fish. So to grow on that, I'm sure it's very rich in nitrogen and everything you need to have really good productive soil. And this is just proof that their science, where they searched to grow, they found this spot as being a spot worthy of setting up a vast operation like this, and it's right in the fish. Do you guys think they know, or is this just a coincidence? I don't know. I think they know. I think they know exactly where to spend their time and resources in looking for what it is they want to find, even if it's gold, because it's all biology. Look at this in the tail. The whole thing is super rich in nutrients. When I found this fish, I was super excited to find it, and I didn't notice the farming going on until recently. I just noticed it and put that together, that these are farmed. Yeah, and they're doing it on the fish because it's fertile. Guys, I'm still getting used to doing these videos. Let me tell you something. It is not natural to talk to a microphone, to not talk to anybody. These guys, they all sound supernatural doing it, and you might assume that it's a natural thing to do, but it is strange. Until you've done it, you don't know what I'm talking about. It is so strange. It's a weird feeling. I can see myself getting over it over time and repetition. In the beginning, it is really strange, and anybody who doesn't tell you this is weird, that I'm talking to a microphone, having a conversation with nobody, if someone thinks that's normal, I don't know, man. It may be a trait of sociopathy, I don't know, but it doesn't feel natural because it's not natural. Just bear with me as I work through these beginner hiccups, and I'd appreciate that. Once again, this world is not what you thought it was. That's what I wanted to show you. I was blown away when I found that, and the more I look, the more I find. Our world depicts mega beasts that take up entire continents, to flying horses like what I just showed you, down to 1-inch petrified birds, and even smaller like I've been showing you on my other videos. It has me convinced 100% that we live in a fractal and that it's some sort of construct. We definitely do not live on a planet that has been forged by the forces of nature and nature alone. Absolutely not. What it is exactly, I don't know. The things I'm showing you on my channel is a gift from God, from the Oversoul, from our higher selves. It's something helping us realize where we are. Because these things I'm showing you are tangible, and you can go out and verify it yourself with your own 2 eyes. That's one thing science will never convince me of. They can't tell me that my own 2 eyes are lying to me. You can tell me all this BS about where rocks come from, but when I see one that looks like a bird or a flying horse, that's what it was. And in order to have the vision required to decipher where it is that you are, you have to have an imagination. If you can't imagine that rocks used to be alive, if you can't imagine that a bird or a dragon lived and was instantaneously turned to stone, then you will not see it. It will remain invisible to you. That's what I believe Mark Twain was hinting at when he said, and I quote, "You can't depend on your eyes if your imagination is out of focus." That quote isn't meant for everyone. The people here that have no imagination or without empathy, because where imagination stems from, it comes from empathy. And there are a lot of people without empathy. You probably interact with them on a daily basis. In fact, I know you do. They are the ones that never ask any questions, who think life is going along just fine. The people who you show stuff like this to, they never look into it themselves. They never bring it up again with you in conversation. That Mark Twain quote doesn't mean anything to them. They have no idea what it means. But to us, those of us who ask questions, those of us who have an imagination, which again stems from empathy, perhaps it means we have a soul and they don't. I don't know. I haven't decided that yet. But to have empathy is huge. It means you aren't a program. You can teach a computer a lot of things, but you can't teach it to be creative or to care about another person or to imagine it. And my channel is for those of you who do have empathy, providing you tangible evidence to realize who we really are. Not everyone in your life is going to be interested in this stuff. This is why I'm doing this, because I've been called to do this. Someone out there is waiting for this information, and it's going to allow them to have tangible evidence, things they can point to and go out with their own two eyes and verify that this is some sort of construct and we aren't in a real universe. And I think people need that information to reach the next step of waking up, to realizing why they're really here, and there must be a purpose and what is really going on in this world. And hopefully I can help people close that gap, help people, provide them with the information they need to get to the truth, because I think that's where we need to be vibrating right now, is in truth, seeking truth and shedding this lie of a world and exposing as many lies as we can. And it's unstoppable. This wave of truth that we are in the midst of is unstoppable, and it's all going to come out in all different facets. The game is up, and I think this is a time, a very special time to be alive, especially if you're an errant, because you got good things coming. All right, and like I said, we'll figure this out together. I have a lot more to show you, so I'll be back real soon. Thank you for watching.